boys and girls. I hope your day is off to a good start. This is Mrs. Conrad, and this is the time of year that if we were at school, we would take our boots and put them on and go out to the pond, and we would start hunting for frogs and toads and all kinds of things that we could find around the pond habitat. But since we can't do that this time, I thought we could start out learning about frogs by reading a wonderful story that I read every year because it's such a good book. And it's called, what's the title say? A Frog Thing. A frog thing. What in the world is a frog thing? How many of you like frogs or have gone hunting for them in the pond? I wonder what this frog is up to. Let's find out. Frank wanted to fly, but he was a frog, and frogs can't fly. Frank was different, though. He was special, aerodynamic. You can do whatever you set your mind to, Frankie, his parents promised. So Frank set his mind to flying. Frogs fly. But it was more like falling than flying. And everyone laughed at him. Aw, were they showing kindness? Tired and discouraged, Frank buried his head in his big webbed feet. And that's how Frank's parents found him. What do you think he's feeling right now? Frank explained his problem. And there was a long silence as they thought about how to respond. Frankie? Started Frank's dad finally. When we said you could do anything you set your mind to, we meant any frog thing. See, flying is a bird thing. Just like staying underwater forever is a fish thing. Yes, you should find a frog thing, said Mom. But I want to fly. I'm sorry, kiddo, but frogs can't fly, explained Dad. Nope, agreed Mom. We swim and we hop. We don't fly. They don't understand, he thought. We understand, they said, and they patted Frank's shoulder. There. Frank sat in the dark, still sad, but growing more determined. I'll show them, he thought. I'll learn to fly, and I'll fly right over the pond. He jumped and ran and leapt and dove. He flapped and flapped and flapped and finally just flopped on top of a leaf to rest. He soaked his sore feet and hung his heavy head until, splash, something crashed into the water and started to sink. Frank leapt into action. It's a little baby bird, he thought. He swooped down, he swept her up, and swam her back to shore. The nervous mother bird hugged her baby tight. Her baby coughed, then wheezed, then opened her eyes, safe and warm in her mother's wings. The mother bird turned and kissed Frank right on the cheek. He was very surprised and just a little embarrassed. Thank you, she chirped. What a great swimmer you are. How can I ever repay you? Oh, it was nothing, ma'am, said Frank, for he was a very polite and modest frog. Please, I want to do something for you, anything. Well, suggested Frank, I really want to fly. But frogs don't fly, said the mother bird. I know, admitted Frank. And you still want to fly? Frank shrugged. I've set my mind to it. She looked in his eyes, then flew off in a flutter. Wait here, she cried. I'll be right back. And she did come back with another bird and a twig between them. Grab on, she called. Before he knew it, they were high above the trees. The morning sun streamed through the sky and the wind whistled over Frank's slick green skin. It was a little scary at first, but soon he relaxed as they glided and rose and swooped and dove. Everyone hurried to see Frank fly. They watched from the bank as he and the birds passed high overhead. This is no ordinary frog thing, observed Frank's mom. And when their flight was finished, the mother bird pulled Frank close. You are a very special frog, she said. And with a whoosh of her wings, she flew back to her nest. Breathless, Frank waved, thank you so much. And Frank hopped home somehow, lighter than before. On his way, he met his folks. Frankie, we saw you up there, Mom beamed. Fantastic, croaked Dog. You can do anything you set your mind to. Anything? Agreed Mom. Well, any frog thing, maybe, Frank explained. The birds were the ones flying. I was just holding on. But I do think I could be one of the greatest swimmers. His parents smiled proudly as Frank joined his friends in the pond. Frank had wanted to fly, but he was a frog, and frogs can't fly, but they sure can swim. So did Frank find something that he was really good at? I know you each have something that you are especially good at, and a lot of you have already figured out what that is. And I know it's not flying or staying underwater like a fish, but I have an idea. Well, I just know each of you has been blessed with an amazing talent, a real gift, and I hope that you keep looking for that, because you will find it if you don't give up, just like Frank, our character in the story. He really wanted to do something special, and he stuck with it, and he didn't give up. And that's very, very important. So I would like you at home with a parent or a sister or brother that can help you to take out a piece of paper and have somebody write the title at home that you can maybe copy, or you can just sound it out, a frog thing. And I underlined it because it's a title. And then I wrote this sentence with a capital at the beginning and a period at the end, and my finger spaces in between. A frog is good at jumping. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. And I would like you to put something down here that you are especially good at. Maybe you're a runner. Maybe you are someone who's really good at fishing, or maybe you're someone who's really good at writing stories or riding a bike. I don't know. Maybe you even play music. And I'd like you to draw a picture of something you love to do and that you're really good at. And then I'd like you to write your own sentence on the lines below, thinking about how you start a sentence with a capital, how you end it with a punctuation mark, and how you put finger spaces in between. So for what I thought I'd like to do, and what I'm getting pretty good at because I keep doing it a lot, is kayaking on the river. So I drew a detailed picture of myself kayaking down the river, and I wrote a sentence. I am good at kayaking. And I even put an exclamation mark to show some excitement, because I like to show excitement at something that I'm good at. So give it a try. Find a piece of paper. Think about what you might already be good at, or something that you would like to be good at, something that you would like to practice until you do achieve kind of what Frankie achieved, is what he was talented and gifted to do. All right, so have a wonderful day. And if you have time, get out to the ponds and look for some frogs. All right, take care. Bye-bye.